Statistics released by the White House show migrant apprehensions at the US-Mexico border fell significantly in January, down 36% from just a month before. Described by the US administration as the Trump effect, Washington is attributing the decrease in undocumented border crossings to the harsher border policies implemented following the start of Donald Trump's second term in office. Those statistics, however, lack some context. Migration flows trended downward throughout 2024, thanks to a Mexican agreement with former President Joe Biden to crack down on illegal crossings. Last year, Mexican authorities pledged to limit undocumented daily arrivals at the border to 4,000, intercepted nearly 1 million undocumented migrants, and increased its federal migration enforcement budget nearly 500%. That had direct impacts. In the fiscal year ending in September 2024, US Border Patrol reported 25% fewer migrant encounters than during the previous 12 months. With its own troop deployment to the border, Mexico has now also agreed to coordinate patrols with the American military on its side. With the frontier presenting a greater challenge to migrants like Dario Mesa, now stuck in a Mexico City shelter, a return home is equally difficult.
There are a lot of requirements to return: valid passport, a fine for entering Mexico undocumented, a migratory exit permit, a flight to Colombia, and a bus ticket to the Venezuelan border bought before your arrival. It costs a lot of money just to get back to where you started.
Some migrants, still stuck where they were when President Trump took office in January, are considering more extreme options.
If you want to get into the US right now, you have to go illegally.
The shelter's migration lawyer says many are being pushed towards human smugglers who, if they do their illicit jobs right, don't show up on Border Patrol interceptions statistics.
Organised crime has benefited because human smugglers prey upon people's determination to reach the US. Demand for their services has risen and their prices have risen because this situation has made migrants more vulnerable and easier to exploit.
As the new US administration lauds what it calls the Trump effect for migrants in Mexico, adaptation rather than capitulation is the current name of the game. Alasdair, Baverstock, CGTN, Mexico City.